Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to try and attempt to do this video again because I've loaded 2 more videos on and they just didn't work, so I'm going to try it again. This is part 2 of the parcel from Cat, so that's tecat7175. Now she sent me some of these. Which are the paper doilies, and these quite pretty are these. So just show you the pattern on that. Really pretty. She's put loads in as well, so thanks for that, Cat. I like that size as well. They're nice for doing tags and things like that. And these, I wasn't quite sure what they were, but then I realised they're like little packs, little stacks, little booklets. Let's get them the right way. For journaling on, little journaling pads, and I love this, the way they've stamped on the image and then embossed it, so they're really pretty, are those. And then some like this, which I can decorate myself and do. So I'd like to do some of the embossing on this one as well. That's that one and that one. And this is absolutely gorgeous, this one, the butterfly. You can get the, like that. You see that, where it's all embossed and shiny. Brilliant. She sent loads. Oh, and some plain ones there as well that I can do. But yeah, I do like those. And it's actually given me an idea to make my own, because I like to spray my sheets and then do my own embossing and that. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. And then she sent me some of these. Now, Cat's from Germany. I think it was Germany. Just check the... Yeah, from Frankfurt in Germany. And so she sent me some of these. This is a German book. And it's the old pages. I mean, look at that. That's going to look fantastic. That script. To age that. And some pictures. Some really old pictures. Sorry, from an old book, and again some more scripts. So I'm really going to enjoy aging that. And then she sent me some paper stack, so I'm just going to flick through the colours and the pages for you so you can see them. And they're quite, I like that because she's used that on a, I'm going to show you something now that she's used that one on. Because what she's done is, so thank you very much, Cat, for those, and they're 8x8. And what Cat's done is she's sent me this, but she's, just try and get that clear. Is a little box, and inside's a message, and the message reads, "Hi Fiona, this is my first altered mini box. I hope you like it, and some other handmade goodies. Enjoy, Cat." Cat, it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. Look at that. Using this paper that she sent me. Vintage picture, some flowers. She's made her own butterfly and some little beaded trim, and this gorgeous flower here. And then she's used some of the paper stack for the sides in that. And then when I open it, which is one of those flip-top magnet ones, I mean, I remember this paper when I was a kid. We used to have that on our bedroom walls. A lot darker than that if it was aged. Then she sent me this gorgeous little tag, and it's handmade by Katrina, and that's Cat. And she then stamped and embossed this gorgeous rose. Look at that. And embossed it in white, and then spelt my name out using various font printed on paper, and then a little on there, a little sticker, and some fibre, and this lovely trim. So thank you so much for that, Cat. And these are handmade flowers. Now these, I know Elaine, that's Honeybee, I gave her some of these. They're quite big, and they're like made porcelain ones. And this is done with tissue paper and then glittered up, so it's scrunched in that, and that's gorgeous. Look at that flower. And then she's made this one. I love this one. And it's just like brown paper. A button inside, scrunched up, edge. It's all coloured, and then glittered up. So that's that one. And then she sent this one as well. I'm not sure what die cut that is, but that's a nice die cut. I like that. And that's a mirror with some beaded trim around it and some sequin. And then this done on printed paper, and then all coloured. And that's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for that. And I've got to say, Kat, I'm really honoured to have your very first box. I really am. It's stunning. Thank you so much for that, darling. It's really, really pretty. I'll just pop that to one side. Leave that. I'm just going to show you some more bits and pieces. Now, she sent me some of these. These are the wooden embellishments, and you know me, I like the wooden ones. So that's a star with a snowman. That's another one. And then there's two of these. This is like looking out the window, the arch window with a snowman. And then Santa and his reindeer. So I love those. And I'll save those for next year and do the things I wanted to do. She's also sent me some of these, which I've never used this type. This is the tack. You know, for sticking things, like a blue tack, but this is the white stuff. I've never actually used the white one, so thank you so much for that. I was looking for some of that the other day. And she sent me 3 of these. Now, they're actually boxes of matches, but they're the long matches. Now, you might say, well, what she sent me matches for? I don't know. But if you're watching, Kat, I'm going to tell you. Apart from the fact that I can reuse the box or use the picture off the box, I am actually going to do a project using the matches. I'm going to show you that. That's going to be another tutorial coming up, because they're quite long matches. So that's a tutorial coming up. Thank you. And then what she sent me, sorry, that was my husband coming in with a cup of coffee, you know, got to disturb me. Oh, nice for a coffee, like. And these are the paperclip feet, look. And I think they're really, I've never seen them before, oh, sorry. I think they're really cute. Look at that. So she sent me some of those, 6 of those. And then some of the dewdrops. And they've got like a colour, I'm not quite sure, but they look pinkish. So thank you so much for those. I do have a small collection of the paper clips. I've got, I think, a shoe and bits and pieces like that. So it is nice to see different ones. Now the other thing she sent me is this stamp. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. So what I'm going to try and do is get a piece of card. Let me just get a piece of card. Here's a piece of chipboard, and I'm actually going to stamp this to see what it's like. Okay. And I'm using the Dusty Concord for this. As you know, my favourite colour. Just press down. I do like these foam stamps. I have a couple of them myself, of the Vintage Girls that I've used on the mini, the toilet roll minis. Isn't that lovely? Of course I've not put enough ink on it, but that's what that's like. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I do like that. She's also sent me these stamps. It's like a little frog with a long tongue, like a bee. This is like an ant. I don't know what that one is. Oh, it looks like a dragon type. And then a little fly. I love that. And it says, leaping lizards. That's that one. So thank you so much for that. And then she sent me these. I'm going to have to be quick because I'm already on 10 minutes. A bag of buttons, vintage buttons, all different buttons, and there's some beautiful ones in there. Really, really nice buttons, so thank you so much for those. I was running out of vintage buttons and I got some yesterday and today in my parcel, so thank you so much. Stamps, thank you. Absolutely made up with these stamps. Now, I don't know if you know, but you've sent me a needle in there. Can you tell me what the needles look at? I don't understand, but maybe you didn't know it was in the packet. I don't know. But lovely, thanks for the stamps, because I am collecting stamps in, because I've got a big project that I'm going to be working on shortly. So thank you for those. And then she sent me 3 little booklets, which she's decorated herself, again using this paper that she sent me with my initial F in bling. Love the texture of this paper. Love it. It's like a sandy texture. Putting her own flowers on it. This one again, I love that texture of that as well. Really nice paper. That's spongy, and then decorating it with a bow. So thank you so much for those. Got ideas for those to work on. Now this is adhesive stencils. I have opened it because I've already used it once, and I'm going to quickly show you. What I did was I used some double-sided tape. You pop it out, peel one side off, pop it on your card or what paper, whatever you're going to use, and then I did pop the little mouse stencil. Can you see that, the little mouse stencil? And I popped it on there. Used my gold mica, popped that on so I've got the gold mouse, and then peeled off the mask, and then finished it off with a pink pearlescent powder. And there you've got that. So I will be using those because I love anything like that. So thank you. Now I'm trying to use a cat actually on something. So that's those. By the way, this double-sided paper you get at Samuel, well, I got from Samuel Taylor's. Then what she's sent me are these absolute gorgeous vintage pictures. I'll just quickly run through these. Nice with the colours in. I mean, and then, you know, when I do the cards or the tags, I'll be able to match a colour in. I like them like that, not just black and white. That's pretty. Already thinking of some sayings for some of these. So yeah, thank you so much for these. I think they're just smaller prints of the same ones. So I'm thrilled with those, absolutely thrilled. I'm just going to pop them there. I'm trying to finish it because I don't want to run out of time this time. Now she's also sent me some beads, and these are like like they've got air bubbles in them. So I'm absolutely thrilled with those and look great for the charms that I'm going to be making. So I'll do a tutorial on those. And then she sent me 2 of these. It must be what you have in Germany. I've never seen them here. They're like key rings, so thank you so much for them, because actually where I live, when you come to open the door you can't see the door, so I'm going to put that on my key ring because I can't lock it or unlock it without fiddling about looking for the keyhole. And then there's 2 of these, 2 gorgeous very handy nail files which I'll carry in my bag, one of them, and keep a spare one, so thank you so much. Now just before I go, I think I've just got time. This is for Marissa, who sent me the parcel yesterday. I have finished that plaque, and I'm going to run it really quickly through. Oops. What I did when the plaque dried, I rubbed on it some of the silver rub and buff. Rubbed that over, and look at the texture with the colours shining through. I then added a board in here, piece of chipboard ready for the mat, edged it in pearls, added the name on Marissa with some cutouts, did a flower, flower spray, did the handmade butterfly made from vellum, and then added this gorgeous trim that was sent to me. It's a white all metal that, and that's what I've come up with. That is the mat that I made yesterday with the textured background. I'm just going to show you the textured background again. It is fabulous. See if we can get a clear. Isn't that gorgeous? And just rub over the silver rub and buff. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Kat. I've